Alrighty. To try and get this out on the right foot, we need to look up. I can't remember if Lucy was actually her first name. I think we want to go for this. I've been thinking about this while we haven't been playing. Okay, I don't think we ever looked this up. Maybe we did. There's a newspaper. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, so if we then look these guys in at least 3 student members. The trouble is, this is the only one I've been thinking about. So once we work this out, we're still as stuck as we ever were. The only one that catches attention is Lucy Lang. She grew up in China. Okay, so Min Lang. We came to US specifically to attend university. She grew up around factory scale machines that assemble products that will be shipped all over the world. And the moving parts and automation fascinated her. However, as she was progressing through major, she became obsessed with smaller, more powerful hydraulics. As the mechanism that closes Talon Claw's weapon. She collects accents. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have a picture of her now. All right, so all right, that kicks off 5. That's fine. That's good. It was the 5 I was expecting. All right, so now we've just got the final 5, and these are the ones. Oh, you weren't right. No, I'm pretty sure you are right. So I think we just got to try and find a picture of her somehow. And then work out this remaining branch, which I've got almost no idea how to do. That was right. Even how you spell your name? Nope. You're huges. Still didn't help. Okay. It's possible it's not even season 4, I guess, but then that's the only link we have to that school. Okay, I honestly can't remember her name. All right, so we're still missing something from these company records, apparently. That's probably the Susan Ford of it all. I still think this is meant to give you a clue as to the first 5 affairs that guy had. And then this as well. bu-bu-bu-bu-bu. You scanned for all the brokers. You found that the principal, Miss Ford. Did she get divorced? There was a split up, yes. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So you'd imagine that the husband is deaf. We've been down this road before. We didn't really find out much. But we must be missing something. Which I'm pretty sure was Mrs. Ford, or Miss Ford as it would have been then. To surprise her future husband. Who was that Mr. Hughes? If she is the one who had the affair. Yeah, that just loops you back into there. There's no reason why you would be in there, but okay, apparently I never did that search. All right. It's made a few odd appearances here and then the Butler County Times. A few pages. You find something incredibly useful in an article that isn't even focused on the school itself. Local students provide key evidence in scientific study. Mentions that the Ford sisters, okay, who attend public school, are one of only a handful of identical twins in the world who suffer from two different genetic issues. One of them has asthma and the other has a deadly allergy to peanuts. Okay, so we know they're twins. Their mother, Miss Susie Ford, who was principal at the nearby school for the deaf, was originally kind of researched to identify there were any sets of twins where one was born deaf and the other was not. Well, she didn't have any twins attending a school. She asked if her daughters Melissa and Heather. Okay, so we kind of know their names now as well. Could be useful. It turns out they were. She says, it couldn't be more different. My youngest, we all call her that even though it's only by about 15 minutes, is shy, but essentially hasn't stopped running from the moment she learned to scamper. Asthma has kept her sister off the soccer field, but she's the definition of extrovert and is even performing in a local production of Is There Life After High School later this year. Okay. The twin on the left holding an inhaler and the twin on the right is holding an EpiPen. So that should tell me which one is older and younger. I don't know about the names yet, though. Okay, so the oldest one has got asthma. Do we think they're both students? Yeah. They're both called Fords. Again, I'm going to assume that she put them in the order of when they were born for now. So we'll say that this is Melissa. All right, so that may have solved that. So I think that means the only one left then is trying to find a picture of you. This is where it talks about Sherry and Sharon. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. No pictures there. We already got her kid sorted out, right? Yeah. It's literally just a picture of her. That's the only picture we have of Bob, and there's nothing else on there. I've also apparently never used these. Oh, because she's the one who they discounted, so we may use those a little bit later. All right, so don't fall down that rabbit hole. What? She works on the show, but I still don't think we saw a picture of her there. That's where we found the picture of the kids. In that picture of the kid, she's not in the background or anything stupid like that, is she? No. No, no, no. That just takes me there. Because I'm on a boat. Nothing in there. Okay. I'm sure I looked up whatever that show is called in here already. Yeah, nothing in Team Blast. Anything is possible. So the other thing is their charity. You know, that's the wedding photo. That's definitely not them. So apparently something. Oh, that's no. We probably just that hasn't ticked. Oh, she's a professor at West Point. Okay, well we can update that. All right, definitely running out of ideas for this one. You got the motion. No, wrong one. Nothing in there. That's because Miami Mercury is old. All right, and that is the first husband. We need to find a photo. It's probably going to be their wedding photo. It can't be them because that wouldn't make any sense. Oh dear. I don't know who that is. I don't actually know where that's from. Oh, it's from the cover. So that's Courtney May again. You got the notion. Hey Trinity, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. All right. Would they have gone? That would seem very unlikely, but no, nothing in there. All right, what am I missing here? That's a good question, me. I remember doing this search. Can't remember what we got out of it though. Do 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 do. Okay, so you seem to indicate that this is a dead end. Do. Okay, that didn't help. I refer to Springfield in the United States. All right, so all right, none of this helps. Ba, 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 ba. All right, so that's how we got to Greta. Like, I know we'd already done this. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, we did. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, that's just where we got the book from. Alright, that just brings me back to there. We've already grabbed the book, so I don't need to go back and do that. Wonder if it ever came to... It did not. Alright, that still seems like a dead end. Do. Where's the evidence where... What is this email about? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I remember that one. Do. On the dock of a bay, we're going round in circles. We know all about our kids. We just cannot find out the information about her. Okay, that just brings you back here as well. On the dock of a boat. This just brings me to this page. Do. That was what got me into the pictures of the kids. Ah, good God. All right. Where else can we look? Yeah, it's all about loss with the loss of a bicyclist who'd been hit by a car, which is Drew Smith. That's where Lanes Across America came in. That leads you to Drew Smith. And then the circle ends. I wonder if Sherry's hair would have put an advert in. It was a long shot. It was definitely a long shot. Mention the husband Pete and their late husband was a late husband's college roommate. We don't know what college he went to though. We've never found anything for Peter or Pete. All right. So there's another picture of her as well. You have to imagine it's a wedding photo of all of them in. In fact, even this wedding would make sense, right? So there's nothing there. She was in Florida. As they all are. I could have sworn I'd done that before. Searching for lanes across Miami does narrow down the pages and pages of articles you found earlier to only those with more in-depth history about the charity. You find some additional information. Lamb was formed in 1987 and became it was founded by Sharon Smith after the death of her husband. Sharon and some of the board members stepped down in 92 and the current leadership took over. One of the oldest articles has a full on-crop version of the same wedding photo. It seems that after Sharon left Lamb, they began to crop her and the rest of her wedding party out of the photo. Okay, I think this is what we were waiting for. Because then that's probably his best mate, who is now her new husband. And that's got to be the other picture of Barb. Okay, we have something wrong. We still have something wrong. It could be these names. Didn't seem to be the names. Ah, crap. What have we got wrong? I'm pretty sure I used the right bride photo. Yeah, because that's the one by the ambulance. I don't think there ever was a Sherry, right? So she's definitely Sharon. Yep. I'm pretty happy with that one. Okay, she's the principal. There we go.
Hi again. I know you probably thought you were done.
No, there's an envelope.
But it turns out what you're doing here might have some pretty major repercussions on the family tree.
Again. Also, there's something really strange happening. I can't explain it.
Neither of us can.
I'd call it a simple misunderstanding, but it's digging at the pit of my stomach. I just have a feeling. Clark?
Last week, let's just say being the president, sometimes people bring me things.
Okay, I think that's how your brother had so many affairs.
Just skip to the important part.
Right. One of our janitors brought me some hair she'd found in Ruby Spratt's trash. It was Bonnie Hudson's. Bonnie is Guy's sister. She'd sent us her hair to test potential root trees, since her DNA is closest to Guy's. But Ruby threw it out, and I wasn't sure why she would have done that. Especially right before we began testing the tree you provided.
She's a scam
When I
artist.
asked, she told me she thought the samples needed to be fresh every time they did a test.
It seems really odd. Ruby was the one who convinced us to do DNA testing in the first place. She seemed so knowledgeable. I don't like it. You've done more of a deep dive on these people than anybody else has. Clark will keep a closer eye on the DNA tests from now on. You have an eye for anomalies. We need you to find the smoking guns.
If there's anyone you're 100% positive can't be a Roottree,
Or any you've got definitive evidence are root trees, then we might be able to catch Ruby in a lie.
Interesting. We don't need no more. Oh God, I actually have to. Well, this will be where. God, I can't remember their names now. Old what's her face comes into it. She has a name that follows the pattern, and this one doesn't follow the pattern. I don't believe this guy is a Roottree. Let's try and remember what these persons' names were. Yeah, so she was a Watts. I think she's Susan Watts. Okay, no, she's a Beatrice Watts. I'm sure your husband's name is probably in there. And then that works because if we look at the flavors, she'd be butterscotch. Because then it would be butterscotch, caviar, watermelon. What are all the flavors? Yeah, so that's the watermelon. There's a fifth flavor, right? Which is also another clue for when they kind of kick in. No, they're all cancelled after 5 months. Maybe they're all there. So you got... Because she doesn't fit. You've got sugar plum, strawberry, watermelon, caviar, and butterscotch. So she doesn't fit. I have missed some clues. Oh dear. Okay. There's always what do I haven't found? I can't know what I haven't found. Wait, who are Ryan and Cork? Do 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 do. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Do, 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 do. Ryan and Cork is an honor mark. Okay, it's a law firm based in North Carolina named after senior partners Winston Ryan and Gregory Cork. The firm mostly handles local cases and recently represented an honor mark. The website has a section about the case, including a scan of the DNS results that proved Jane Doe Roottree was not a Roottree. The test says there's virtually no chance Dalton Courtney May is a Roottree. It lists that DNA from a Jane Doe was tested against the DNA of Bonnie Kellogg, Nee Hudson. Ryan and Cork, who are representing an honor, confirmed that the sample they sent to the Roottrees was definitely Courtney May's hair. The test was a company called DNA Techco. Isn't this DNA? I pronounced it incorrectly, but I don't care. It's a DNA testing company, DNA testing, blah, blah, blah. What kind of standard in the last decade? According to this site, multiple DNA tests that proved Felix Fellows was a Roottree, and even use it as an example of how a DNA test looks. They use it to provide some information about their process. Whenever they take a sample in person, they put the name of the person on the test according to their legal ID, which is why it says David instead of Felix. Because Guy Hudson is dead and there's no known DNA source for Guy, they tested Felix's hair versus a hair sample sent from the Roottrees. It's listed as Jane Doe because it wasn't collected in person, but the Roottree company at the notes from Bonnie Kellogg. That's why it says a paternal aunt test. The left and right sets of numbers are essentially signatures. I'm assuming if we compare these two, the numbers for Bonnie Hudson aren't going to match up on both sides. The way test works is certain parts of the signature are shared. It's very like two people are related. All right. I remember. Oh, you actually put the name on this one. All right, so that's like a God. How would I remember those? Yeah, it started with a 14, so it's already wrong. Yeah, like 14, 12, 13, 7, 8, 15. Yeah, okay, so... I mean, I was pretty sure that they faked this test. How's it going on, Owen? I hope you're doing well. All right, how much more information don't we know? I still don't know your name. Oh, I found all your smoking guns. You know this guy, don't you? You need a vacation? The fucking hell did yesterday? Oh, dear. That's Google for you. Well, at least everybody seemed to be blaming Google. A team of people are getting fired next week? Oh, dear. Oh, no, that doesn't take me back here. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, because your mother died of an overdose, so you would have been in the foster system with Ruby Spratt. So I think that's why you faked it, or at least she faked it. You got to learn which Google systems are on their own thing, like YouTube and Gmail. Oh, my nose. Bloody hay fever at the moment, I tell you. Is that not her name? I think there are clues in there which I haven't really picked up on. No, that's the Clementine one. Alright, the other thing we didn't do is look up any of these names, but I don't think they're going to be particularly relevant. Yeah. Oh, that's who they were talking about in the song. I've forgotten their own bloody names. Yes, he was an orphan. So, is the Fountain of Youth in Portland? Yes. Okay. Oh, you spell Ruby differently. Okay. Ruby grew up in foster care. Oh, she went to Mid-Eastern University as well. Top of class for Mid-Eastern's legal college, a valedictorian speech was somewhat controversial at the time, as it was quite serious with a heavy focus on wealth inequality. This didn't go over well with a predominantly middle to upper class audience in attendance. The editor at the time said Ruby, unsatisfied by simply earning a place at Mid-Eastern with full scholarship, went on to earn a captive audience of her peers with a perfect GPA. They found out the ideal occasion for a celebration of an undoubtedly incredible individual. However, by the end of her speech, there were many in the audience that wished that neither of those events had transpired. This isn't the worst internet outage. You remember AWS going out in 2021? Everything was forward full grey screens when that happened. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Like this internet outage,
Drop me brain.
I didn't really notice it because like things I used didn't really go down. Whereas, yeah, I remember that one. In there was another one, but not that long ago. Was that AWS again? Or was that when one of the cables went down? I also can't remember. So the leaks say Google's global permission system went down, so sites lost all access to databases and servers. Hey, Rosewood, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. You're the only one in the building today, so you can put you on while you wire a stopboard. Nice. Are we just bad when AWS's autoscaler set the world's largest data center to 0? All right. I'm pretty happy I know the answer. Oh no, wait, I still don't know the name of... Does it show in the picture what he was called? Okay, so he's called Danny... whatever her married name is. Newton John? Probably not. Newton. USC Swan, Virginia, the system that monitors the data center that tells the autoscaler what to do for autoscale down. So the autoscaler kept going because the last info I got was that it was over provisioned, hence all the way to 0. Oh, we live on a delicate house of cards. Checkmate. Oh, dear. And people are worried about AI taking over. So you also went to college. I feel like you're a nurse. I feel like I know that, but I don't know where I know that. You have to imagine that the fact that they both buy a ambulance, that's what they're called, is important. Oh God, this is bloody. This is from Freddy Got Fingered. This is Daddy, would you like some sausage? What was this about? Oh, that's some kind of song. I don't know what most of these searches were for anymore. Okay, what did I want to look for? Why do I think she is a nurse? But universal healthcare can only address mental health only so far. Oh dear. God, yeah, what's he called? Because he was everywhere for like... Yeah, is he Tom Green? Because, yeah, he was like everywhere for a while. And then I remember seeing him again when COVID struck because he was doing like a podcast while driving around in a large van. I never listened to the actual podcast, but I watched a video of all the tech that was in his van. That's the only reason I knew he was doing it. He's got a farm. He addressed his mental health. Oh, dear. All right, we keep on going through the same bits of evidence. But I never quite remember where that evidence is. You'd think I would, because we've been looking at it all the time. Was it a web search? It must have been a web search. Success on the story. Let's see more from these. That proves that the DNA results were faked. He married Drew Barrymore for a week? Okay, that I didn't know. He's part of the wave of crazy Canadian comedians like Jim Carrey. Oh, dear. I just remember him being everywhere because, I mean, I was like... I wouldn't say I was really into skate culture, like skateboard culture, but it was very hard to avoid skateboard culture when I was growing up. And into like CKY, which would then turn into Jackass at some point. Oh, dear. All right. Anyone to tell a story? This might tell us her mom's job. Okay, works in a department store, so retail? Is paramedic a choice? No, but nurses, and I'm assuming so is doctor. You got a degree. Doesn't mean you're a doctor, though. Although she does do DNA testing, so probably a doctor, which would make the... I mean, I'd call the... well, I don't need to know his job, so I don't give a shit. Let's say you're a doctor. All right, so what do I need to do here? We're still missing some clues, but I'm not really worried about it. Okay, well, you are a blood relative. I'm not too sure about that one. only one of these, I think, can be related. Um, do. Oh, that's right. She adopted people. Oh God. Um. Okay, she was married to this guy twice. And Aaron is standing and saluting his fellow Canadian. Oh, is that what you call it over there? All right. Oh, were you Edison? Did I put your name in wrong? You're called Edsel here. You must have changed your name at some point, I guess. Oh, yes. I think that's how we found that out. After saying that Sterling Edson got into a physical altercation in public, leading to a divorce. All right, no email address to look up. This is probably too. Oh, that's probably just how we were meant to work out her name. I feel like we need some more information about these adoptions. All right, this has got to be from you then. This is the Clementine line? Yes. Richard Lloyd went after us and Sam. The time received the letter and called her. Blah, blah, blah. He's estranged from his home and didn't want to pursue it because he had no proof. Straight to move on to back. Da, da, da. Stuart's mother was named Maybeth Clementine. She was pretty well known in the 30s to the 50s. Blah, blah, blah. His eyes on sparrows are very special meaning to me. As you know, I've had a very difficult bringing. Okay. I know the person's story. I knew how to help her in every way I could. The Bible is full of adoptions from Moses to Esther. Spending your life taking care of those helpless at themselves is incredibly noble. She and her son are welcome to stay in our guest home. The unusual circumstances of her second son's adoption have prevented her from touring recently, but doesn't clarify. So I wonder if the mad one then is actually the son. Is actually the Roottree, and the other one is just adopted properly. She would argue that the reason that she couldn't tour is because she was actually pregnant. Although why she would then put it through as an adoption, I don't really know. I apparently can't find any more evidence to help with my decision on him. You both have the blonde hair, but then so did both of you. Okay, that is... Oh, I've missed something about you. That is disappointing. I'm pretty happy with you as well. I'm also pretty happy with you. I mean, until we've had blood tests, DNA tests. So. Right, I'm pretty sure you are not. I wonder if I should be doing It's Impossible to Prove on more of these because they haven't had DNA tests. It's always more difficult. When there's two of them. The twins make sense, and I'm... There was that thing with the argument. I'm pretty happy about these. I'd be happier still if it turned out he had asthma and a nut allergy, but... I mean, I'm happy that he had affairs with all of these people because of the fact that he named the new flavors after the people he had affairs with. Doesn't necessarily mean, especially when there were spouses involved. that the kids are his. Especially when there's two of them. And I honestly can't remember the garlands. Okay, so maybe James is. Didn't Beck and his out of the city they were conceived in? I honestly can't remember. We never found a photo of Stephen Garland. You've got brown eyes. You've got blue eyes. You've also got blue eyes. They ran away while she was pregnant, I'm pretty sure. So if anybody is a Roottree, it's got to be the older one. So I don't believe you are a Roottree. Which ones haven't I marked? Oh, these two here. Oh, so I'm going to say you're probably not. But you probably are. If I change this to a yes, does that change to 1? No. Okay, am I missing boxes somewhere? Because I really don't think you are. I'm confused. I don't see any empty boxes. I completely missed these people over here. Oh, because they're all the way up. Oh my god, we're bringing into question if they're Roottrees? Oh, bollocks. Why wouldn't they be? Oh no. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't even know we were questioning these people. Okay, where's the... Went overseas and did it. Okay, you do nothing about the Rob and Ronnie split. I don't... I'm probably wrong. But I guess we're going to find out.
Beatrice and Courtney May. Clark, can you swing another test against Bonnie's DNA?
This time I'll be sure to have them verify both samples in person.
Using the family tree you filled out, as well as DNA tests, we were able to uncover the truth behind all the inconsistencies. Clark's handling the business, but I've come to thank you and fill you in on everything we've learned.
How wrong was
Buckle
I?
up, because it's been one heck of a week. Actually, that's an understatement. It's not every week you discover your family company is being
We know Ruby
sabotaged
is
by someone
trying to
they
sabotage
trusted.
your company.
But that's the kind of time we've been having. Like I said, buckle up. Maybe grab some popcorn. We'll start with Guy Hudson. Guy had a frankly ridiculous number of potential children. What shocked me is how many graduated from potential to confirmed. We can even prove he was aware of them. The smoking gun was how he used company money to pay off a lot of women. He hid it with a method inspired by his idol, Elias.
The flavors, yeah.
5-piece flavors. The flavors he was paying to research were a ruse. He developed flavors based on the initials of the women he was paying. Which was really stupid, considering one of their names started with X. Let's start with Christine. Guy was paying her under the name Caviar, but there were some other clues. James was born 9 months after Zach's party. Christine was there with Guy, and when she got pregnant, she panicked. Steve stepped up. He even turned it into one of his recipe stories. Not all of Guy's affairs led to offspring. He may have slept with Robin Martin, but she didn't have children, so we'll never know. Also, not every child of Guy's affair partners were his. Robert Garland was born after his parents had already moved to Boston.
Alright, so we got that right. I like that they lampshade this point, even though real people are that stupid.
Skipping Beatrice for now. Up next is Lang Xin-Yu. When Guy showed up in China, she was into America. And Americans. Dare I say redheads, even? When she got pregnant, her father paid key genes to fake IVF. They claimed her sister was unable to conceive. But her sister and Jerry had their own son, Mark.
Dun dun.
Sonia Alves was soon after. Nia was married at a very young age to a much older husband. She resented him. I don't blame her. They allegedly spent no time together in private. Guy was in Brazil during Christmas 1979. It's the only Christmas not in the records. Flavio was born 9 months later, and like the others, Guy started paying Sonia. Last was Susan Ford, hired to translate for Guy's overseas trips. It's easy to read into Guy's donation to her school, but there's no definitive proof there. She and Guy were witnessed together near the end of his life. Susan's husband was convinced he couldn't be the father of her daughters. Guy, though, paid double. The price of
Okay,
twins.
that I didn't put together. That was a clever little thing. Yeah, I did not see that for the twins.
So, what about 5 Ps? Felix Fellow's mother, Joanna, doesn't have a 5 pieces flavor. On top of that, his story doesn't really add up. His mother already left the company by the time Guy became president, and his lyrics indicate he was born sometime around 1975. Alone, that wouldn't necessarily prove it. But there are some suspicious connections between Felix and the company's current lawyer, Ruby Spratt.
Did we do this advanced gameplay? Yes. Would someone do this in real life? Yes.
They both grew up in Portland, in foster care, and according to the local paper, they definitely knew one another. Ruby was the one who approached the Roottrees to begin with. It was all a setup. Ruby and Felix saw my book's challenge to the Clancet Trust as an opportunity. His mother really had worked for Roottree, and Ruby was a respected lawyer. She exploited my family's greed, worked her way into control of the trust, and ensured Felix got a piece. But they made some mistakes along the way. If you look at the 2 DNA tests that Ruby handled, they were both supposedly tested against Bonnie Hudson. But the 2 signatures that should both represent Bonnie don't match. After Clark and I confronted her, Ruby lawyered up. Ironic, I know. We suspect Ruby had Donatico test Felix against his own mother's DNA. He had a hairbrush of hers. They sent the female sample in remotely. On the second test, Bonnie's sample was tested locally, but Courtney May's was not. Ruby's been throwing away samples. We think she sent her own hair instead of Courtney May's, but it could have been anyone's. Ruby and Felix were in cahoots. As for why, they were both advocates of wealth redistribution. A noble effort. But once they controlled the family fortune, they became just as greedy as the worst members
That's
of my
what happens
family.
when you get money.
The money
I'm
corrupted
told.
them.
I'd like to find out one day.
They were so eager to personally wield the wealth for their own cause that they sabotaged any other claims. That finally brings us to Anonymom, aka Beatrice Watts. Her tales of Guy's parties and payoffs were true. She even approached Ruby before 5Ps was on news time. Ruby used Beatrice's truths to make Felix's lies feel real, then ruined the DNA test so that Beatrice looked phony in the public court of opinion. I feel worst for her in all of this. While Ruby and Felix stole the show, there were some other potential new family members as well. Miracle Roottree was less of an open and shut case. That said, it's very likely he had a son with Mary Beth Clementine. Not Stuart. Mary Beth adopted him before she ever set foot in Butler County.
Yes.
That leaves Mark. The timeline fits. He showed up about 9 months after Mary Beth visited Miracle, and the basket baby story is a bit too convenient. If that's not enough on its own. He was also bailed out by the sister of Edith Roottree, Miracle Jr.'s wife. after she changed her name to win that silly contest.
Okay, that I did not pick up on. I don't think we even looked for that name.
Our best guess is that Mark was told by his mother whose son he was, and used that fact to put some pressure on Miracle Jr. We have no real proof of that, but nothing else really makes sense for why they'd be connected in that way. Elias's affair was the most ambiguous. Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias to do things he wouldn't have otherwise done, like pressure.
This is probably the one we should have marked. We could never know.
My son even mentioned them arguing about someone named Beth. Combined with Gwyneth's lisp, it's possible the name was actually Bess. Unfortunately, all we know about Bess Williams is that she wrote his book and died not long after, leaving her only son an orphan. The timeline fits with Wildcat, but there's no record if she had any other relationship. Honestly, I wouldn't say we had enough evidence either way.
Okay, I
I
think we got
wouldn't
that
be
one wrong.
surprised if Elias cheated. Of course, I'm a bit biased. Regardless, we haven't gotten in touch with any of the Williams clan yet. That means we haven't been able to do a DNA test. As Clark mentioned, from here on out, all of our DNA tests will be in person for both parties.
Alright, we got that one wrong. I'm still pretty convinced.
Lastly, we have a bit of a curveball. Ron Roottree isn't related to us by blood. Gwyn was definitely pregnant, so it's likely Robbie is.
Okay, this one I've completely
When
missed.
Ron and Robbie went to visit their mother at the end of her life, something changed. Additionally, there have been a few rumors circling around Ron. RR Productions canceled the Guys Like Us remake due to the director's illness.
Maybe I should have looked at RR Productions again. I didn't bother, but obviously that was a mistake.
At the same time, Ron's wife Penelope began doing benefits for Huntington's disease.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Hey, Rydog, how's it going? Welcome, welcome.
Huntington's
We
is the
missed this
same disease
complete
that
part of
Gwyn's
the
former
game.
Co-star Leslie Florence had. It's passed from parent to child. It can't skip a generation. Because Gwyn and Wild Bill didn't have Huntington's, and Ron seems to, it's impossible Gwyn was his mother. I recently confirmed all this with Ron. At the end of her life, Gwyn told Ron the story. Leslie and Bill had an affair the same year Leslie learned she had Huntington's. Leslie got pregnant. Leslie wasn't likely to survive to see her child grow up. And even if she did, she didn't want to be a burden. She begged Gwyn and Wild Bill to adopt her child. Gwyn did. Mere weeks after she found out she was having her own son, she also took in Ron. Wild Bill was a problem. Unreliable and a serial adulterer. Gwyn divorced him and never saw him again. Gwyn had already told Starlet she was pregnant, so it never really made waves when people saw her with a child in Paris. There was gossip during her divorce when she was discovered to be pregnant again. In actuality, it was the final months of her only pregnancy. To lay low, she stayed in Paris long enough that even her own family never had reason to question the timeline.
Dear.
It's one heck of a story, and frankly, nobody could be expected to piece the timeline together.
That's good, because I didn't.
Not with what few mentions of Gwyn's past have survived. But the Huntingtons itself? That's proof. Ron suing Robbie to remove him from the Clancid Trust was a huge moment in my story, and a major catalyst for this entire investigation. Finding out that it's been pretty much backwards this whole time has been a bit surreal.
Is that the name of one of the affair
So
children?
that's where we're at. Looking over the information you sent us was very helpful. We pretty much came to most of the same conclusions. But it took us an entire team of lawyers. All this information, this entire story, it's a lot. in more ways than one. Some of it has the potential to destroy marriages and ruin relationships.
Is that why you're going to have to kill me so I didn't tell anyone?
We're handling it all very, very carefully. But we couldn't have gotten here without you. And with that, I guess our tale has finally, truly come to an end. What a strange one it was. No words can express how grateful I am to you for untangling
That's a
this
Glock in her
mess.
purse.
Honestly, I've had enough of my family's eccentricities and scandals for one lifetime. I imagine you have as well. And if not, well, there's always Elias's and Gwyneth's brothers and sisters.
Were they teasing a sequel? I mean, they paid us quite well after the first one, right? We got her share of the trust. Well, apart from that one bit we completely missed with the Huntingtons, we did all right. Oh, dear. We are only an hour and a half into the stream, though. Oh, dear. It was a fun game, though, for what it was. I don't know why we're just watching the credits roll. I doubt they're going to go until about 5 o'clock. Let's hope they don't. Oh, dear. I guess we can switch to something else for a little bit. Don't know what, though. They wanted to thank the whole family tree. Oh, dear. But no, it was an interesting game. Like very, very much like a walking simulator, but you didn't have to walk anywhere. I think, I don't know, would I preferred if you'd got it wrong like we did? If they had just sent you back to look for the clues rather than just explaining it all to you? Now, I think it would be, from my point of view, it'd be more interesting, like, because now we missed an entire section. I think it would have been more interesting to allow us to go back and fill in the blanks. Whereas now I have no reason to, because they've told me what the answer was, right? Is it meant to be doing this? Yeah, I think it would have been nice to know that we hadn't hit something, so there was more to look at. Now, I will also say I should have picked up on the whole Ron and Rob Roottree thing when they became options. We hadn't been looking into them at all before. Dear. But yes, I don't know. What do we do now, chat? Oh dear. Let's definitely doing RimWorld for a little bit. That's a game you need to dedicate hours to, old Rimmy World. I mean, I guess we can do a little bit of Overwatch, maybe? Is that even what it's called? Yeah, that is what it's called. Blanking on its name. We can have a little play around in the changes to Satisfactory before we kick that off properly. Yeah, let's do a monster train run. Oh, so luckily Twitch did pay out, which was nice. Don't have to wait until Monday. But my God, had I forgotten just how bad Mr. Trumpington had made the US dollar? Ah, fucking depressing, man. Good old Mr. Art of the Deal. Are you going to capture the game? There you go. Let's make sure we got music off. We do. Alright, let's just do a run. Yeah, let's try that. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the Roottree. I would definitely play a game like that again. I don't really want either of those. Alright, so you... Alright, you cost free. I guess we'll put you in there, and then we'll put you there, and we'll put you there. There's a retro one coming out next month. Yeah, I saw that. I still have a couple of other point and clicks. Alright, so you're already dead. Let's get rid of you. Can't kill you off. Let's put you down there. Which we can definitely filter in from time to time. Just John. Okay. Born to be one. Okay, what do you do? Nothing. I've used your power. We're not going to leave him with a lot of health. Do. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure. Oh, whatever comes our way. Oh, actually, no, I want to go to the other one first. You're largely pointless to me. Does me? No, I can put one of these guys. Well, not one of those guys. We'll still put you down there. And we'll do the same as last time. To enemy units. Right, let's make sure it does say that. I've made that mistake before. Do. Okay, you're still not dead. Now you are. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, we can throw you in front as a sacrificial lamb, but that only gets us a little bit more. This may be game over already, honestly. Alright, we need... Alright, we're gonna have to go over here. I kind of want to go over to there, but I need a decent unit. The Casbah. Do I want a one-cost fireball to be intrinsic? Yeah, why not? Those weren't bad options, honestly. I probably should have picked one, but... Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Scheiße. All right. We are definitely not beating you on this floor. Actually, yes, we are. This is not so good for us. Now I want the... Well, actually, no, I probably don't want the one that does 10 damage. Alright, so you're dead. You're not dead. I can take you out. I don't like how this is going. I don't like how this is going at all. Ah, shit. Oh, I should have used my power. Well, I think this is game over. GG's. All those other things. I mean, you're just going to die, but... That was not a fun run. Maybe I don't want you as my backup clan. Oh, maybe if I bring you rather than the other guy. Maybe we'll try to go for the eggs. Not happy with either of those. I'll be honest. Right, what do you do? Right, you're already dead. Let's back you up. I'd be happier if they hadn't got to the second floor, but this'll do, pig. This'll do. We haven't got anything we can use the eggs with yet, is the big problem, unless we're just going to try and spend them on upgrades. We're going to go down the Merchant of Steel route. Anyone who needs eggs? Yes. Although you're a big boy. You're a big, big boy. So I want you with more health or more attack? More health. Alright, so we're going to put you, and we're going to have you guarded by you. And then I can still put you down here as well. Do. 20 damage to all of them for that kind of cost doesn't make the most sense. Oh, should have played that first. You're still not gonna die, eh? Close. You don't have your power back. You do. Alright, better. Ah, that's probably worth taking. Do. It depends. Which nibs are you offering me? Not bad. No. Hey, Trunks, welcome. And cheers for the lurk, Serenity. I hope you're doing well, Trunks. I can't afford a reroll. Do. I don't know if that was worth it. You're almost at work. Ah, shit, I didn't read what he was doing. So pushes them to the back again. I think I still want to put you there. You got had by the Agent of Chaos? Dinah, won't you blow? Alright, so now our tank is at the back. Okay. Long day. Short biscuit potato crowns on your trousers. You didn't notice? A person at the supermarket told me, and you were deeply embarrassed. Shit. Alright, so we've got our strong magic person up front. That's probably... Okay, you are actually dying already. Oh dear. It looked like poo. We're not really doing a lot of pie gel this time. Skip. Okay, we don't really need to hit this side, although I would like a trinket. We didn't go for the one that needs gold. I'm going to risk it. I'm probably not going to take whatever this gives me. I don't really need this. I'd only be going for a trinket. On this one, there are some cards. We'll go this way. That's expensive, man. Expensive. I still doubt we'll ever be able to use that. I'm gonna risk a reroll here. Oh dear. Alright, so we put out Lord Phoenix and our Greed Dragon. And I live in a hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. Oh shit, no, that's alchemy. I'm tempted to do it just for the eggs, but it's going to leave us in a very bad position with this guy. I should do these. Okay, yeah, I should have looked at your health. That's too many enemies. You're just getting through. There's fuck all I can do about it. I'm going to have to spend it on this just to clear this floor out. It's a shame. I would have liked to put the lava armor on, but... We do not have a lot of multi-damage. Multi-ball. You're still very much alive. All right, well, let's power you up for the final fight. Stop you from getting up top. Now, as long as we can kill the boss on the first floor, I don't need to worry about... Oh, fucking hell. Or we could be doing no damage whatsoever. That's also cool. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I think it might be boned again, honestly. God, we are not getting good runs. I mean, you're just gonna die because you don't have the health, so there's no real point playing you. Pick up there. And that's a GG's. Oh, that's interesting. Tunnel. Secret tunnel. It's a fat dragon. Oh, I wanted to change the heart. Too late now. Oh, what do you do? Harvest triggers when a unit on this floor dies. I'm gonna go for this one. I think it's a mistake. So what do you do? Oh, if I can keep it alive, I will get 2 eggs. Okay. What does Valor do? Oh shit, I forgot that moved them in front. That's what advance means. Okay, I need one of those cards again so I can move you back to the front. There you go. I see, Shooby-Dooby-Wah, the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake isn't doing badly. Oh, that actually makes you dust do less? Well, fuck. Well, shit. I could undo, but I'm not going to. It's off to work we go. So the way to play the egg is to put the big dragon up the top, but we don't have enough units to fight down the bottom. Now, hang on, let's check the units first. Yeah, hope everyone is doing well, and hope everyone is looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully you got some nice plans. I'll just let that go. Alright, we are not quite there. We are now there. Do I want another one of you? Yes. I'm gonna let it show. We don't need the pyre health, so we're gonna go this way. It's Jimbo the Joker. Well, this looks very familiar. After each round of combat. Oh. We're going to go for the banana. We'll lose it after one round of combat. I can feel it, but... Where's my guy? There he is. Yeah, hello again, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? Alright, so we put our dragon out. I'm going to put you behind them. Oh, shit, you cost 2. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to do that for the egg. Having you on the bottom floor is interesting. I don't cast that many spells. Yeah, okay. But you only put it on the front one. So I'll leave you for now. Which I guess means you're going up here. I wonder if I should have left a gap for the whelp, honestly. My banana's gone already! Ah, fuck you, man. Fuck you. I did a switcheroo card right, chat. I did it. I did it. I guess we'll just use that for another egg. Just like in real life. And we're good. Skip. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hello. What's this? Are you going to replace my banana? Seems like you lost the other one here. This one's on the house. Non-champion. Friendly units gain 3 times base damage after each round of combat. 1% chance for this artifact to be destroyed. Okay. We've got a different banana. We've taken the pills. I'm gonna go this side because we don't have a lot of magic cards. Do we have any magic cards? Yeah, okay, we do these ones where we swap things around, but I'm not really doing a lot with them. Money would be nice. I know I don't need the pie here. We're gonna risk it for a trinket. Now you're just saying things for you to transcribe. This makes you a lot tankier. I think I'm just going to go for this one. All right, trinket man. Friendly units gain +5 and +5 if they are the only friendly unit on the floor. Well, those were trash. That one we can work with. I'll pick this one up as well. We spent all our money. All right, on we go. I'm still going to throw you on the second floor because that seemed to work quite well. Alright, I've only got 2 to spend. Who do I want to put out first? I think you. And then I'll put one of you up here. Oh, I can only have 8 out of 8. I didn't know how I upped this number. I didn't know if I upped it by just getting more eggs or not, but no, we've got as many eggs as we can get. Right, you're dead. You're dead. You're all dead. D-double-die. You're also all dead. I can't get any more eggs. We're not really doing a lot of pie gel at the moment, but and we're good. And yet still no night. What is going on in the world? Ability, expensive taste. He does look like a stuck-up whelp. That's some good artwork. I like it. I don't want to get rid of them because that's what makes our tank on the bottom floor strong. We got to stick with that. Let's go this way. Dear. We are talking about night, yeah. Alright, so... Are you the best one for me to do? Yeah, because you're 29 times 2. At the start of battle, apply Fight Club on the 3rd floor. Start of battle, apply Boiler Room on the 1st floor. Gain plus when a unit dies. Mod to the train yourself. Slay. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let's see. Are we going to get our ass kicked again? There's a good chance. I'm so tempted just to throw the other one down. I'd like this musical for how sanctimonious it is. Space and Time musical and how nice Bob Geldof is and how Margaret Thatcher is an asshole. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make it rain. Look how many people I got on my floor. I can't fit any more units on there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. I don't want to do any of these. Well, I say that. If we get enough slays, I could put a 3rd big fat dragon, greedy dragon on the 1st floor. Well, fuck it. We lost our banana at some point. That only had a 1% chance. I'm pretty sure that was this run. Alright, so Fat Dragon. We didn't get the weapon, which is unfortunate. That probably wasn't the best idea, but he doesn't attack, so I'm not too worried about him living. We're not going to get the blood. The weapon came out at such a good time. There it is. Oh, did you not get the sleigh? Damn. When a unit gains pyre... Oh, we're not really doing a lot of pyre gel. Alright, there's one thing. I shouldn't try and do what I'm thinking of trying to do. Like, I really shouldn't. I should put you in. Oh, let's be sensible. For once in my life. Although I do... Hey, Sly Thief! I do wonder if I should have saved you and put you down here when this guy dies. All right. And we're done. I'm going to go for mana this time. We still don't need the pyre health. I guess we're going gold. Playing her as we're playing her now isn't as useful, but I guess having a powerful second floor is kind of okay. In a bit, Trunks. I don't want your wings. Moving my own units up and down floors is just going to confuse the hell out of me. Hey, cheers for the lurk on Owen. Hope your meetings go well. Swish, 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 swish. Mm. All through the town. All right, so we put you up here. Through the town. Do do do. Where's my goddamn hammer? There's my hammer. Are you able to take care of all of those? Okay, then the healer's going to have no one left to heal, so that's fine. You didn't get the slay, unfortunately. Oh, this bloody shield thing is fucking annoying. And everybody is silenced, which is also fucking annoying. You didn't get the slay again. Should have put you on the second one, it seems. This floor is it's as if it's been designed to go against the build I've built. 8 years for the alert trunks. I don't think dragging you to the front. Well, you're not going to do any damage. That's fine. All right, who can I throw in here who might be useful? That is a potential lot of damage. And you're silent, so I can't use my bloated whelps. I can only use them for damage. All right, are we doing it? We are nowhere near doing it. Shizer. That would have been such a good spell if they hadn't had that shield. Do. If I move you to the front, is that going to be better or worse for me? Much, much worse. Alright, I can't play you. You're all going to die anyway. I don't think the spell's really upped the damage. The Pyre Gel to you is probably worth it. I think we're in trouble here. Which is a shame, 'cause this has been an incredibly strong build until it wasn't. All right, we did get him. Oh, well, it's been the best one we've had so far. We'll take the Pyre health. No. Alright, Pyre health. Do I want to duplicate? Do I duplicate another one of you? Why not? All right. Enchant enemy units with rage free, which means they just hit you harder every time, right? Yeah. And we're weak. Again, we're not doing a lot of damage, unfortunately. Alright, we're killing him on the second floor. You're not getting slays down here, so I wonder if I should give these to you. This would do some good down here. Unless they've all got magic shields. Okay, that's better. I believe that the hot dog go on. All right, they're starting to get past the second floor. I can get rid of you with this. Alright, this is all starting to fall apart. Oh god, I can't even get you on the third floor? Fucking hell. I can play both of you on that second floor. You're already dead. If I move you, you won't be dead though. Alright. What do I have here? That kills you. We're going to have the same problem probably there. You're very close to death and I've got no heals. That's a lot of death. Figures. We're definitely in trouble here. No, I don't want to get rid of the... Hey, Ryla! And cheers for the alert, Ryla. All Right, okay, so you're clear, so we're not taking any more damage this time. You're surviving, you're surviving. I can take you out of the equation. I can take one of you out of the... No, you've got 300 health, sorry, what am I talking about? I do have a secondary dragon I can put down. They are getting my egg. We are doing no damage to you. That isn't what I was hoping for. When you're already paid. Alright, we have to get you on this floor or we're not getting you. And we are not getting you. Because we can't take that damage. That's not going to help me. Getting rid of you doesn't help me. I could bring you forward. But I think that's just going to make it worse. Okay, he won't move, but he did take the weakness, so we did a little bit more damage. Ah, it's a shame. I mean, we'd have to get insanely lucky here, which we're not going to. I can't put a single thing out that will... 16 health doesn't get me the win. Oh, close, but no cigar. Oh, damn. All right. Well, let's try this other banished person with her, and this will probably be the last one we do. Have I unlocked the fire pyre? Guess not. don't know if this one is as useful, but I guess we'll try something a little different. Although I did like the egg one. And then there, it's perfect for eggs. Oh, you bastard. I'd die for you. Ascendant. Oh no, lots more of these. You're dead. What do you do? Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome, welcome. I hope you were doing well. All right, we're doing it. Are you again? Nice. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let us pick up. I honestly don't know. Let's do another fireball. Cleave, you say? If you say so. We're gonna go this way. We're not really doing the eggs, so I'm not gonna go for you. Don't know if that was a good idea or not. Okay, so that just adds 10. That takes you to 30. Alright, what if I did this? Oh, it's only... Oh, because that's the cost it takes down. What's the likelihood I would ever get the thing that lets me put one more power on a magic card? Not likely, right? Let's go with this. Let's just make you more powerful. I'm going to re-roll. And we are going to do... Make you intrinsic. Yes, pretty much. I was born in Wales, but moved over here before I was 1 year old, so yes. And ride you over fences. Oh, that was a lot of money. A lot of money. My lovely horse. You're a pony no more. Alright, let's put you in there. Back you up with him. We're still fairly weak. Do. See, now I really want cleave and I don't have it. Danger zone. Alright, let's give you some damage. Crazy, don't you see me around? Alright, let's inspire you down here. You're dead. I can't squeeze in a whelp there. Let's give you some backup. We haven't done it. I'm not surprised. I can't fit you up here, unfortunately. Oh, interesting. I didn't know it worked like that. I don't know if that's the best move. Alright, okay, you're already dead. Alright, we definitely need just more raw damage on that first floor. Danger zone. Our way to the danger zone. The danger zone. Yeah, we'll go this way. I've never tried to push this to its limits. We're going to do it. I don't know what card I'm going to... Oh, that's a lie. I know exactly what card I want to copy. You begin to wonder which one's the original. Okay, I broke the mirror, which I feel has to come back to bite me in the ass at some point. I can't fit you in. No, not worth it. It's not a massive damage jump, but it is a little bit of damage jump. The hell are we watching now? Oh, and it's you. Oh, you kicked my ass so many times. My hand is very full. You are correct. You're dead, right? Yeah. Get some early damage into you. Alright, we do have a cleave. We don't have any heals, so it's very likely that you will die. We do have the Inspire, which helps us a little bit. Right, we're falling a little bit behind. Oh, do I hit with this? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep you alive, unfortunately. That is a problem. That is basically my 2 damage dealers dead. Definitely in trouble here. Yikes. That ain't good. That ain't good. We do not have a good run gun so far. Okay. We're going to have to go whichever one's got the health on it. We've got no other choice. I could get myself another fireball. I wish they were free. What else do we have here? Okay, so now I don't really want to spend a lot. Hello. There it is. I do not have high hopes for getting through this one. That's a lot of damage. No. I need you to live. Why won't I could put you up here, but then they're not going to die and everyone else is. I don't really feel like I can lose you right now though. Would you survive? No, because it's that 75 damage. I can't really... Crap. I think that's the game loss right there. Yeah, the trouble is with the corruption, that's just making it worse and worse. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, dear. Yeah. Story. All right, chap. I think I'm going to call it that. Oh, dear. I'm glad we finished Roottree. I really enjoyed that. And we almost got a win, but not quite. We got beaten by the final boss. Hey, thank you for the 5-stream streak as well on Owen. Things I want to achieve in life is many, and wealth and means I have plenty. Spend cash and oodles for Italian pasta noodles, and I have to say it was worth every penny. Oh dear, thank you for the words link as well. Free sample is there. I'm rather hopeful that by the end of this weekend it'll be ready to go. I'm not going to release it at the end of this weekend, but I'm hopeful by the end of this weekend it will be ready to go at least. But we will see. Other than that, yeah, have a wonderful weekend. I will be back on Sunday with LP for, I believe we're trying a demo. I can't remember the name of the game we're trying, but I'm pretty sure we're trying a demo on Sunday. And then if we get bored of that, depending on how much time we got, we'll probably switch to either Overwatch or Satisfactory for the end of the stream. I think that I haven't heard from Knight, so I'm not expecting a Cabot Cove this weekend, but I live in hope. Yeah, other than that, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all when I see you all. Bye for now, everybody.